Hi everyone, Lolly here. Welcome to my channel. It's Tag Tuesday. Tag Tuesday is an open collaboration hosted by Sheree over at Turquoise Dreaming, and I'll have the link to her channel down below so you can go over and watch all of her great videos. And in her description for the Tag Tuesday videos, she'll have a list of all the participants for the Tag Tuesday collaboration. So these are the two tags that I'm making tonight. And I got them at Hobby Lobby, and they came on a little pad. So they're just like regular scrapbook paper. They're not very thick. So I'm just putting some double-sided tape on here, and then I'm going to adhere them to a piece of cardboard. I love the shape of them. It's a little bit fussy to cut them out for sure. But I started just cutting with big scissors, and then I went back in with my smaller scissors to try to get some of the detail. I'm going to try, and you saw in the picture in the beginning, my thought was I'm going to do like a Victorian kind of flowers and just good colors, like the pink. It's kind of a pink, rosy pink color, and the print has like a green kind of tone to it a little bit. So anyway, that's the ideas, and you could see in the beginning what I came up with, but that's where I'm going with this. So just punching the hole here in the cardboard, and I'm filing the edges just to make them a little bit smoother. If you cut something out or there's paper kind of hanging over the edges of your cardboard or whatever you back your tag with, you can use a fingernail file here, and just smooth out the edges. It also removes some of the paper. If you want like the distressed look, you can use this to take some of the paper off. And then I took the paper off the edges, and I'm going to ink them here in a little bit. And so it has like a more antique look and kind of an aged look. I bought this ink at the Austin Creative Reuse store. It's been a couple of years at least. Normally the ink pads are like 50 cents to $1. Some of them come that aren't even opened yet. So I've been really lucky to find a good assortment of inks by shopping there. It's a really pretty dark brown color, and I think it has like the perfect aged kind of look to it. So I'm just aging the tags here. At one point I stamped in the background just to add a little something to the background. You may see it in the pictures upcoming, but right there I had just stamped a little ballerina, but the idea changed as I was going, so that eventually gets covered up. So this is a 1967 Reader's Digest that my friend Aaliyah sent me, and I purposely painted watercolor on it not too long ago, just so I would have the little splatters and things like that here to use in a project. And so this is what I'm going to use it on. So I put some double-sided tape on one end of the little piece of paper here, and what I'm going to do is roll it up into a straw. And so the paper is really brittle, so I couldn't do it just by hand, so I'm using a pencil. And so just roll it, and I want as much of the painted parts to show that I could possibly get out of it. So the pencil was a little bit bigger for what I wanted, so I switched here to a really small paintbrush, and I'm rolling up the little papers like that. And so I'm just fitting them on each tag here. So I want to have 3 on each tag, just to kind of just have something in the background, just a little different than just putting my focal point straight flat on the tag. These tags are not going to be flat, probably won't lay well inside of a journal, but sometimes when I make a tag like this, I actually use it for the cover of a journal. If you make a small journal, you could put this in the middle and then kind of embellish around it. Or if you make a larger journal, you could put 2 of them on there, and again, just start to build from there. Sometimes, you just make a really pretty tag and it just doesn't go inside. But it's a great way to just start the focal point of an actual journal. So you could think of that sometime when you're making tags. So I love to make tags, and sometimes you just want to add and add and add, and so they become these beautiful little pieces. And so finding something different to do with them is always fun. These are Puffy stickers I actually bought at Dollar Tree, and they have like a metal look to them, but they're actually just puppies. And so that's what I'm going to use for my focal point. You can see a piece of it there on the tag on the right, but I'm going to take that out in just a little bit because it's too much. So if you haven't used this technique before, you just wind up some thread, whatever color you want to have on your project, and it just gives it a little, one more layer, or just a little noise, as they say back there. My style is always kind of messy and out there, and so this helps me just add another layer that's not just the normal piece of lace or a ribbon or something like that. It's just something a little bit different. So, and I glued it down here. I wish I would have kind of spread it out a little bit more, but it does end up showing in the end, so I'm okay with that. So these stickers have a little bit of a silvery kind of gray look to them, and I prefer to have more of a rusty brown color that's in this ink. So I'm just going over these stickers. These stickers are just amazing. They don't look like Dollar Tree stickers, but they're really pretty. And then inside that little plaque says cherish. And at the bottom I have added a ticket just to put something down there at the bottom for another layer. So I feel like something should be more onto the right side there. So I'm looking through my bag of flowers, and I don't have exactly the flowers that I want, that I have in my mind about this project. So I do find some little white ones. I also bought at the Dollar Tree, and anytime you find them, you should pick them up because they are perfect to color. You can tea dye them, coffee dye them, you can ink them, paint them. Here I'm just dabbing on some blue ink, just because my style is kind of messy, and so that works for me. But you could paint the whole flower or ink the whole flower, and they turn out so cute, and they have little pearls in the middle. And here on each side of the plaque, it has the holes where you could put brads in there. And I'm just putting 2 little flat back pearls there to hide those holes a little bit. It's not flat on the tag, so the brads wouldn't go through the tag anyway. So, and the pearls look prettier. I have inked tags like this, stickers like this before. I have a video, and one's a phone and one's a camera. And that blue ink just gives it an antique kind of aged look to it, a little patina to it. So that's why I put the blue on there, also to bring out the blue from the other parts of the tag. So here I'm just putting my messy little flowers on there. I found some bigger green light petals, and I'm using those to kind of give the idea that there are leaves in the back there. And at the bottom, I wanted to just add a little something. So I found a word in my Tim Holtz tablet of words, and it says every day. So then the whole tag will say cherish every day. So I'm adding that right there at the bottom to kind of just come out of the flowers down there by the little ticket. So there's tag number 1. And here is some vintage seam binding from Wynn's. I don't know what part of the country, if you all have Wynn's stores or not. They've gone out of business. But it's a really pretty rose color, and it's shiny. So in the end, here in a little bit, you're going to see that I'm going to ink it also to give it a more aged look. So here, tag 2 is going to be way easier because now I've worked out the kinks, and I have figured out you should probably glue on the pearls before you put the sticker down. that type of thing. So we're going to follow the same steps for tag number 2. And again, this is just the thread to put in the background just to give it another layer. So you can see where I've glued down the 3 little straws, and now I'm just adding layer by layer. I think tags are so fun to make, and it's just a small little piece of art, I think, that can be made in so many different ways. So here's the part where I learned that if you put those on first, it won't be such a struggle once it's on the tag. And this word says wish. And so I'm adding the blue ink here to these flowers. And you'll see in a moment that I add the word more. I was looking for a word in the tablet there to add to this one. And just thinking that we should wish more and daydream more and dream more. Because that's a happy time when we're daydreaming and we're thinking of the dreams that we have and the goals that we have. So I'm just going to wish more, and those will be happier times because things are kind of hard right now. So that was the thought behind putting the word more there, and I add that just as I did the other tag. So here I have the ribbon that actually it's seam binding, but it's shiny like a ribbon, and I'm going to take that down a little bit just by running the ink pad over it, kind of aging it and taking a little bit of that shiny out. If you haven't participated in Tag Tuesday before, go over to Sheree's channel and sign up and join in on the fun. It's so fun to watch everyone's videos. There's so much talent out there, and the ideas that everyone comes up with are just brilliant. So go over there and sign up and join in, and for sure go over and watch all the videos. They're amazing. So here I'm just inking the word and adding it for the finishing touches. I don't know if they show up in the video, but maybe in the still photos that I added some bigger pearls just in throughout the flowers. And so I'll do that to this tag as well. And here I'm just adding the blue ink to give it the little antique look to it. And the little pearls, I don't even know where I bought them. I've had them for a long time. They're just the little flat backs that are sticky. And here they are, the 2 finished little tags. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you were inspired. Your style might not be the same as mine, but you can use the same elements and design a tag in your style. Go over and check out Sheree's channel and everyone else in the open collaboration. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.